Okay, how to do the pair cam, take 2.
Guys, be quiet.
Thank you, Jesse. Shh. All right.
Welcome to my channel, guys.
All right, I'm videoing right now. So we're gonna be creating the pair cam parametrically based on these dimensions. So our D, remember, in this in the dimensions is our nominal dimension. So I'm going to start, because none of our dimensions are actually equal to the nominal dimension, they're all either half of it or a quarter of it. I am going to make a line that's going to represent my nominal dimension. So start a new sketch. I'm just going to create a line off to the side that is going to be a nominal dimension. I'm going to start with the smallest one, 1.5. So 1.5 inch line, that's my nominal dimension. Then I have to create the pear shape. I'm going to create the basic shape. So if we look at this sketch, the larger arc actually arcs past the line that goes through the center point, so a little past 180 degrees on both sides, while the smaller arc on top does not go all the way to the center point. So that's a bit of a smaller arc. So that's what I'm going to create. But I'm going to put points down so I can create my arc. So I'm going to put a couple points. I'm going to make sure those points are laid out so they are on the same vertical axis. Then I can start my arc. I'm going to use the center point arc. So I'm going to use this as a center point. This is my larger one. Remember, it's going to go past 180, something like that. My smaller one is going to be like this. Then I can dimension those arcs. So the bottom arc is 1/2 of my nominal dimension. So dimension my bottom to be 1/2 of my nominal. So if I go over here, click on the 1.5, that's my D0 dimension, divide it by 2. And that is the radius of my bottom arc. The top, the smaller arc, is 1/4 my nominal dimension. So I click on the 1.5 or my D0 and I divide it by 4. Then I go to my line tool. I'm going to connect both arcs with lines. I did not mean to put this one in there, so I'll get rid of it. And I'm going to use the tangent constraint to make the lines tangent to the arcs. And it might get a little bit skewed, but that's okay. I need to dimension the center points, and the distance between those center points is 1/2 of my nominal dimension. So click on my D0 again, divide by 2. These lines are no longer on the same vertical axis, so I have to use my vertical constraint. Click on that point, click on that point, straightens them out. I need this point on the line to be, this is my coincident constraint. So I want the end point of this line to be coincident with this arc. And it's like that. This one's already touching the arc and it's tangent. Now I just use my trim tool to get rid of any excess geometry, like that. And that's the basic shape of the pear cam. The only thing left is where the hole is going to go on this center point of the larger arc. I create the circle, and that dimension does not have a relationship with D or our nominal dimension. That's just 3/16 of an inch. So I make that 3/16. Finish sketch. Extrude. I'm extruding the inside. I'm not extruding the hole by 3/16 of an inch also, because that's the thickness of the material. Click OK, and there's the pear cam.